The sterilization was brainstorming from a lot of companies. It was a brainstorming from the companies like for the washing machines, autoclaves, and everything inside. And they help us a lot to prepare the sterilization on the way that we want to work. The main point was that to have this sterilization and to work on this way, you should have, of course, the perfect prepared cassettes for each procedure, which means that we stay 100 emails together with the companies like Hufredi, who can help us to prepare the perfect and right instruments for each procedure. So we have it on the way that we need to work. This was the idea also with all the other instruments, all the materials and everything. So we after prepare these protocols of working, we prepare a book. The book is for the sterilization, and it shows how each assistant can prepare the cassette for each procedure. So they have the right places for each things that they should put. They should put a burst in one place, the matrix in the other, then they need to put the cassette with the instruments on the another. And to be easy for them and for us, we created idea together with some of the companies and some of the university that we saw this. We created idea to have the color cut system. The color cut system is something unique and something very interesting because the color cut system help us to know what type of procedure you should prepare now. If you have, let's say, in our system, it's like this. If you have a surgery, it's red because it's bloody, it's something red. If you have aesthetic, it's blue because it's something nice. If you have, let's say, endo, it's yellow because our endodontists love yellow, so we made yellow everything. Each of all of these colors help us to know what will be there now with this patient. Even if you just look on the cabinet and you see that now it's red, okay, I'm going back because it's a surgery. Or if you see, let's blue, you can add or something like this. So for all of us, it's very easy to work on like this and to know what type of a procedure will be now. So the dirty instruments from the cabinets are going in dirty sterilization part. And then the instruments through the cassette are passed through the washing machines to clean part, where we have another lady who is staying only on the sterile part of the sterilization, which is autoclaved all the cassettes with the instruments. And then this is the cassettes with which we are preparing the cards for each procedure. And the most interesting is that these cassettes are tracked during the way of their sterilization. So the unique is that even we, like doctors, we have our personal cards with which we start our dental unit. And the dental unit knew that I'm a dentist. I love to work with the turbine with water or without water. I love to work with scalar on 40% water or without water. So the machines is suitable for your needs. And it's the same like with the materials and instruments that we track, because we know that myself, during the obturation, I always use only 3 instruments because they are always tracked these 3 instruments, which is very interesting and very help us to know which doctors with which instruments are work, and to know if something happened with some instrument or material, where it is.
Actually, this is making the whole process much more efficient, because when you have the help of the software, knowing how much time the dentist needs to work with for a procedure, let's say just a filling, and which are his favorite instruments and what are his favorite materials. So all this data we use, and then we can make our process much more efficient. So the people in the sterilization, they know, let's say that Dr. Roosevelt like these 3 instruments and like these materials, so they prepare it in the cart. So immediately after that, the cart is going to the office. She start working without being much more fast. So because she doesn't need anything else and nothing more. So this is creating first a very good feeling in the patient, because the patients, they see that everything is coming especially for them, the birth in special box. So it's today we give the patient the trust that they feel safe in terms of infection, and this is really something that is very important. Maybe in the past we didn't put so much effort in the sterilization, at least in our country, but today, believe me, the people value that. And when we have investment in this field, this is coming back with a lot of patients who trust us that we are not going to infect them additionally. So this is something that we really think that makes our clinic very, very different, because having almost 100 square meter sterilization area makes sense, and having all this equipment also. Also about our dental equipment, we had the luck to have the huge support of the plant maker company, that they installed all the machines in the clinic and the educational center, and we had really also not only the support from them by bringing this equipment, but we had by creating the whole environment and the whole process. So also from then we had really very, very big support from that side, and of course we had the biggest support also from the Hugh Freddy company, because all the instruments, we worked a lot to create those kits for each procedure, and they were so kind to prepare especially for us kids. I think again this was a very big
this was a very big working process, which they help us a lot about this, and also because we love to work with the instruments, now we have them also in the educational center, and the participants are happy because they always ask us with what kind of instruments we work, what you use and whatever. So now they have the possibility to try them and to work with them, which for us is very important. The most important thing is to feel you are comfortable on the place where you work, with the instrument that you choose, with all the things that you have. So
actually we try to have the educational units that you see here like a real dental office. So each participants have the same units like we have down in the clinic, have the same instruments like we have down, the same working flow. We have computers and PC in each place, so everybody can plan his treatment. He can plan the surgical guide or the smile design. Then we have a very nice lab down that they can print for us the surgical guides or the provisorios construction. So each dentist here feels like being in his own office, or at least in our office, following our workflow. And this is why I think this connection that we are talking about, having the opportunity to connect the clinic to the educational center, is putting for us very, very, very good value. And then having the research in the back, which is giving us really good argumentation why we are doing these treatments, and giving us the scientific basis on which to perform the treatments and to have all this big experience. This is making and giving us also the opportunity to be more effective and to be more scientific based in all our treatments and all our treatment processes. So basically what we want to have here is really all day long education by people working down with us, by people working here in these offices, and to have connected with the whole protocol of having really a high level, high-end dental treatment and high level dental education.
Yeah, well, one of the part of the clinics is operation surgery part, where we also use all our knowledge about how to prepare everything. So for us it's very important to have everything very good and precise, sterilized, with the right equipment for each procedure. So this is also the individual kits that we have. We create them together with Hugh Freddy and Omnia company, with which we work for each procedure, which for us is very easy, and also for the assistant are very easy to work. And it's nice to have these individual kits, like we have the individual cassettes for the instruments. So
yes. And then we have also something very nice, our really modern digital dental lab inside our facility. So it's another value that is giving us the opportunity to have 80% of our workflow fully digital. And again, we had the full support of Align Technology. It's also a very big growing company who supported us with almost 8 iTero scanners that we can use in our office and our education center. So this is giving us the ability to be close to the full digital workflow in the clinic. All our implants we only scan, most of our crowns we only scan, and we produce big part of it there. We can you work with the best technicians around the world, sending them just STL file and then printing their provisional work or their pre-treatment try-in in our lab. So all this process is facilitated by the equipment that we have started in the beginning. And if you can imagine just below, because I would go and make a picture in the heart of our clinic where is the compressor and the aspiration system, and you can see there about 2,000 meters of tubes all around, and we can see there also about some kilometers of wires for the IT networks, which is everywhere. And if you can imagine this had to be planned in a rough construction, it was a huge journey.
Yes.
And
but now we are happy that it works completely great for us, and we are happy to have it and to work. So we are welcome everybody to come
and to see us. And I would say one of my students who came and who was helping us, and I told him, I asked him, tell me please, what do you think about the clinic? He told me, you know what, this clinic is not for dentists, it's for dreamers. So in order to be here, you need to dream. So thank you very much for your attention.